Let me ask y'all a question, right? What if, like, you had the opportunity to ball for, like, 20 years, gang? Like, ball completely out. You know what I mean? For 20 years. 20, all right, let's say 30. Let's just say you had the opportunity to start balling at 20. Balling like hell, though. All the cars you want. Taking care of your whole entire family like you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? At 30 years old, you start balling. You doing your thing, bro. But you knew by 60, bro, your ass was gonna be in the feds for the rest of your life. Would you take that chance? Like, would you ball? Would you be Big Meech for 30 years, bro? You know what I'm saying? You start balling at 30, but you know it's guaranteed at 60 that your ass going to the chain gang forever until you die. I would. YouTube. What that word, folk? What y'all on, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, man. I go by Done. If it's your first time tapping in with the kid, tap in with the kid, folk. I mean, for shit show, man. Like, hype, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Y'all know what to do. This ain't y'all first rodeo. Today, man, we are in Los Angeles, California. You dig what I'm saying? We in LA. Shout out my dog, Warren Kelly. Y'all make sure y'all get my dog 300 subscribers. He deserve it. Dope content creator, dope channel. I don't care what y'all say about him. He ill, you know what I mean? He put me up on game with a lot of the I'll finish at Chicago, a lot of the Warren Kelly joint. Hey, I really want to do some Chicago joint too, man. Y'all tap me in the right direction, man. Do like documentary style reactions on Chicago stuff. You feel me? But anyway, we in LA, man, and tonight we talking about this guy, say he was a drug lord. His name was Lil Tommy. So we're gonna talk about Lil Tommy, man. Let's get to it, folks.
Welcome back to another episode of Warren Kelly. In this episode, I will detail the story of one of Los Angeles' biggest drug dealers. Tommy Whitmore, also known as Little Tommy, was born around 1964 and will grow up in South Central Los Angeles. Tommy's interest early in life was riding bikes and hanging out in his neighborhood. He would grow up in a single-parent home, being a man in the house at an early age. By 9 years old, his mom gave him that label, and it instantly made him want to help provide for his family. At just 9, Tommy had drive and hustle and started acquiring small jobs around his neighborhood. He grew up in 2 dangerous areas in South Central, in which the areas would become gangs turf, ran by the 7-4 and the 8-Tray Hoovers. He looked up to the older guys in that area, and he would do store runs and wash their cars for money. Tommy wanted to make things easy on his mom and his little sister, so whatever he made, he put back into his house. He worked so hard at an early age, his mom never had to worry about buying him anything.
But that's so crazy because that's so unfair, man. You know what I'm saying? To be like, to not be able to be a kid. You dig? Like, you gotta worry about your mama, your younger siblings, man. Like, you gotta bring home the bacon, man. You gotta be a man. Like, that's so unfair, man. To any kid going through that, you watching this video, man, just stay prayed up, man. Keep God first, bro. Better days coming for sure.
He was working 2 jobs just at the age of 13.
Damn.
And that led on for several years. He even had his first car at 14. By 1979, the whole Los Angeles was taking a dramatic shift. Crips and Bloods and SA gangs spread all over LA County, prompting hundreds of gangs and thousands of gang members to take over the streets by force. But Tommy tried to stay away from that life. He stayed working and even graduated high school at 18. But the pressures of the real world began to set in. Tommy was struggling. Even though he worked multiple jobs, he was a new father, and he needed more money to take care of his family. Tommy was 18 around 1982. One day, his cousin introduced him to cooking dope and what dope was. His cousin told him to cook up for her one day, and he would receive $100. That was a lot of money at that time.
For sure.
More money in an hour than Tommy would receive in a week. And at that point, he thought he needed a career change. As early as 1981, reports of crack were appearing in Los Angeles, Oakland, Chicago, New York, Miami, Houston, and every major city in America.
Coach presents How to Dress for Dancing All Day.
Free base cocaine. Free base cocaine.
We locked in and selling drugs. He got his own place to set up shop in the 8-Tray Hoover's turf in a duplex that he turned into a crack house, which he lived in and sold drugs out of for several years. His plug was another well-known South Central drug dealer from the same area, being Freeway Rick. And just like Freeway, Tommy began to make tons of money. 2 years living in those duplexes, Tommy is stated to have made up to $7 million. A millionaire just by 20 years old. Crack was almost
that nigga made $7 million by 20 years old.
So Tommy's run-ins with the police in those 2 years left him not being arrested.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? What if, like, you had the opportunity to ball for, like, 20 years, gang? Like, ball completely out. You know what I mean? For 20 years. Let's say 30. Let's just say you had the opportunity to start balling at 20. Balling like hell, though. All the cars you want. Taking care of your whole entire family like you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? At 30 years old, you start balling. You doing your thing, bro. But you knew by 60, bro, yeah, we're gonna be in the feds for the rest of your life. Would you take that chance? Like, would you ball? Would you be Big Meech for 30 years, bro? You know what I'm saying? You start balling at 30, but you know it's guaranteed at 60 that your ass going to the chain gang forever until you die. I would, cause they say we ain't gonna live until we like 70 anyway. I ain't gonna lie, but you know, it depends on where I'm at. It depends on where I'm at 30. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like right now, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. I'm a firm believer in hustling and grinding, bro. But like, I don't know. Dang, maybe I shouldn't have asked y'all that. Lord forgive me. Cause it shouldn't be hard to do the right thing, right? Anyway, y'all let me know. Put it in the comment.
Tommy was collecting 5 keys a week. The money was coming in fast. Too fast for Tommy to spend it. At this point, going into the mid-80s.
Bro, money was coming in so fast, that nigga couldn't even spend it. Nigga had so much money, he was scared. That's crazy, bro.
One was selling crack or doing it. Many guys who was gangbanging was also now selling drugs. And a bunch of families were broken apart by the drug. But for Tommy, this meant more money and more employees. Tommy started to live a lavish life in his early 20s, having things he never could imagine. He started having luxury cars, from Corvettes, Porsches, Rolls Royces, and also Lamborghinis. Tommy owned several properties. He had personally built mansions in Orange County and had several rental properties all throughout Los Angeles, even penthouses on Wilshire Boulevard.
Hey, that crazy hell, cause these niggas these days, they don't want nothing but a Nike Tech and some white folks. Nigga scam and sell dope for the rest of his life, bro, and live with his mama. All he wanted was a Nike checks and white folks and an Audi. Nigga don't want no real estate. Nigga ain't even trying to jump out the door game, man. Nigga want a Nike tech, some white folks and an Audi. Nigga stay with his mama forever, cuz.
Tommy later became bigger in the drug game. He didn't have to go through middlemen. He got a direct connect and became a supplier in Los Angeles, just like Freeway Rick. Tommy was on another level. He had everything money could buy. He had homes, cars, women, and his family and friends had everything they could ask for. But all good things don't last forever.
Facts.
By 1985, LA County introduced a battering, a 6-ton armored vehicle equipped with a 14 steel battering ram that was used in LAPD raids to shut down several suspected drug houses. And this method shut down many crack houses and sent many drug dealers to jail. In 1986, the U.S. Congress passed a law that created a 100-to-1 sentencing disparity for possession of trafficking of crack, but compared to penalties for powder cocaine, widely criticized by discrimination against African Americans and other racial minorities who were more likely to use or sell powder cocaine. This 100-to-1 ratio was mandated by the federal law in 1986. For example, people convicted in federal court of possession of 5 grams of crack cocaine received a minimum mandatory sentence of 5 years in federal prison.
Yeah.
On the other hand, possession of 500 grams of powder cocaine carried the same sentence.
Tonight, I can report to you that we've made much.
There you go. Big Run. There go Big Run, man. The biggest dope boy America has ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Long live Run, though. Rest in peace, Run. A lot of y'all ain't gonna like this, but that is the biggest dope boy America has ever seen. I can't even count, gang. That Big Run, bruh. Big Run. Shit, yo, Ronald Reagan himself.
Progress. 37 federal agencies are working together in a vigorous national effort. And by next year, our spending for drug law enforcement will have more than tripled from its 1981 levels. We have increased seizures of illegal drugs. Shortages of marijuana are now being reported. Last year alone, over 10,000 drug criminals were convicted, and nearly $250 million of their assets were seized.
Now, some of y'all may be thinking, like, what you mean Ronald Reagan was a dope boy? Do your research, man. CIA, Ronald Reagan, during his administration, they put more dope in the hood than anybody, bro. Oh, y'all just watching Snowfall just to watch it, nigga. Nah, that's real talk. Shout out John Singleton, bro. The Ronald Reagan administration put more dope in the hood than anybody, bro. Do your homework. Yo, white folk love him, though. White folk love Ronald Reagan. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Reagan had the slogan, Make America Great. Trump came through with Make America Great Again, cuz. Straight up. White folk love both of them. Ready to die right now for both of them. Straight up. Real talk now.
By the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration.
Ronald Reagan, and I know I'm stopping go, my bad, but hey, this is a good one though. Ronald Reagan had the Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA. Donald Trump got ICE. Make America great. Make America great again. Two of the biggest crooks that ever lived in the White House. No cap. Sorry. I don't probably tell my Donald Duck like that. Can't talk about Donald Duck. Yeah, he ain't no locked up. Sorry. I apologize. He's not a crook. He's the greatest president we ever had.
Tommy was seeing all this in real time, and he wanted to lead a game, but he was in too deep. Family and friends needed him, so this kept him in the streets because he felt like he had no escape. In 1988, a 2-year investigation began when Tommy was stopped for speeding. This prompted authorities to launch an undercover operation that eventually led to what occurred later. On August 18th, 1990, Tommy's world would come crashing down. This whole operation was took down. The LAPD acted as the lead agency in this case. Other agencies involved in the seizure were the FBI, the Santa Ana Police, the Orange County Sheriff's Department, and the Orange County Regional Narcotics Suppression Program. Later in the day, another drug task force led by the Federal Drug Enforcement Administration and the Inglewood Police Department held a news conference to announce the arrest of suspected, leader being Tommy, and 15 suspected members of the drug trafficking ring that allegedly distributed more than 2,000 pounds of cocaine a month. Among those arrested was Tommy's mom. According to the DEA, Tommy's operation supplied cocaine smuggled through Mexico from Colombia to 4 street gangs in Los Angeles and to cities nationwide, from Detroit to Oklahoma City to New York, New Jersey, and also to Philly. This was called one of the biggest drug busts in LA history.
A major corporation is what some call Little Tommy Whitmore, who is being held on drug charges. At 23, his holdings include 2 mansions and a stable of at least 14 vehicles.
At 23, gang? But I am so glad I was not around when crack first hit the street. Cause I'm not gonna care with y'all, bro. I be hustling, gang. I'm gonna go get that paper, bro. I'm gonna go get me some money. You know what I mean? But I just can imagine being the first one with a crack rock. That's crazy.
And racing cars. Drugs and money, a corrupting influence.
How do you tell a kid who's selling dope and making $1,000 a week that that's a bad thing to do and he ought to go work at Jack in the Box for 4.5 an hour?
Tommy and his 15 co-defendants were charged in a 44-count indictment with numerous drug-related offenses. The government's theory of the case placed Tommy at the center of the ongoing narcotics conspiracy, which began in early 1986 and continued until Tommy's arrest in August of 1990. A jury found Tommy guilty of 16 counts. Tommy received multiple life sentences and did 27 years in prison and didn't get out until 2017.
Let's see. He was 23, right? He did 27. That's 7 times 3. That's 10, 0. Damn, he was 50. He was 50 when he got out. He still had a little time, though, to do it. You know what I'm saying? Live life a little bit, man. Shout out Tommy.
After being released, Tommy went back into his hard-working demeanor. He started attending seminars and workshops to learn several avenues to go legit, and even started truck driving. He's still well and thriving after all these years spent away. This will conclude this episode. If you have...
Man, hey, that was a good one, bro. Didn't that much killing go on, you know what I mean? But y'all know, boy. when I be reacting to California joint, boy, it be a lot of killing though, man. Shout out Tommy, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of the ones who got out of, you feel what I'm saying? And didn't even say he told on nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even have to tell, nigga. You feel me? A lot of niggas be having to tell, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas be having to tell, but Tommy didn't even have to tell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Did it time, got out. Now he teaching the kids, man, to, you feel what I'm saying, do something better. Shout out Tommy for that. Anyway, though, Mark, let me know how y'all feel about them, though, folk, in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to subscribe. After y'all subscribe, make sure y'all hit all, man. Ring the bell. Turn them post notices on for the kids. You smell me. I love y'all, man. And, yeah. I'ma get back with y'all tomorrow, man. King done reacts too, man. Y'all keep going up, 'cause we gonna keep going up. We the mob. I love y'all. Let's get it. Okay. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap, too. I say my trap doing numbers. I just bust another jewel. Got a player around the corner, hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer. Got a quarter pound on me, hey. The trap doing numbers.